Hello and welcome. I'm Raziel. And how is everyone today? I do hope you're all very well. I hope you're having a good day. It's been absolutely miserable here today. It's just pouring down. And like I said, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, please remember, stay the course, my friends. It does get better in the end. It might get harder up to the point, but at the end, it will be better. I promise you. So, I've been thinking about this whole DI, snowflake, chud, right wing, left wing argument, right? About Games Workshop, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, etc. I've been thinking about that. Right? Now, here's the thing. First thing first, let's just cover the sci-fi aspect. See, here's the thing. Lord of the Rings, if you say, oh, they've ruined Lord of the Rings, it's like they've made one TV series or two now. I don't know. I'm not really that into fantasy, so that's actually kind of a point, right? This is kind of a point. It's just a series out of many games, the books, the movies, and everything else that goes with it. So that's just one part. It hasn't ruined anything. It might have if it's tainted your opinion on the books that you enjoyed because you don't like the TV series. You've got to kind of look into yourself about that. You've got to look at yourself to say, why am I so upset saying this has destroyed the series? Because, this has destroyed the books because, I don't like the series. It's like, why? Why would that destroyed your enjoyment of the books? I do not understand that. Maybe it's because I may be blessed with the reasoning of being able to read everything in a vacuum. I don't rely on other things to interact with other things, even if it's the same franchise. I read everything in a vacuum. I play everything in a vacuum. Even if it's a part of a trilogy or anything, I play and judge each one as its own thing. Maybe I'm just lucky because I do that. So a bad one's not going to taint the entire thing of something I enjoyed. I still enjoy Star Wars because I love playing Rogue Leader. I love reading the X-Wing books. I love reading the old stories and watching the original trilogy and watching the prequel trilogy. And, I still enjoy that. I don't like the sequel trilogy. Don't get me wrong. I think they're horrid films. But just because those three films are bad, I haven't seen Solo yet, by the way, just so you know. Just because those are bad doesn't mean my love of Star Wars has decreased. It just means I just don't like those parts. It hasn't tainted my love for the original trilogy. It hasn't tainted my love for the prequel trilogy. It hasn't tainted my love at all. Or I just go, I don't like these, so I'm not going to watch them. And that's the sort of mentality we need to have. See, I believe that at its core, capitalism has to be a meritocratic system. It has to be that way. It has to be a way of allowing companies to die so a better company comes along. And this is always going to be my argument. It's the same if it doesn't give you what you want, you shouldn't demand change of a company to give you what you want. It should become naturally. If it doesn't, don't buy it. Move to something that is providing you what you want. And that's all it is. I don't know how to say that anymore. Like, I'm 3 minutes into this video, and I think I've made my point. That it really just is. If a company or game or setting isn't providing you with what you want from that hobby, move along. Just change. And if it's changed to something you don't like, again, move along. Just detach yourself completely if you have to. Look, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I have no issues with law changes. It doesn't bother me. I don't get all upset because of female custodians. I don't get all upset because of race bone changes. It doesn't bother me because those are so small in the wider scheme of things. It doesn't change the books by Dan Abnett. It doesn't change the books by Guy Haley. None of this changes because of one character. Those books are still enjoyable. And if I see a book that doesn't appeal to me, I'm not going to go, oh, it's got something in it I don't like. I'm not going to go and read it and go, oh my God, I hated this book. It's like, so why did you read it? You knew it wasn't going to appeal to you. You knew it's something you didn't like. Why did you go out and buy it and read it and get upset about it? It's like going in, how can I say it? buying a bed of nails because you wanted a new bed, and then complaining it's a bed of nails. You know, it's like you bought it, you saw what it was, and you're complaining about it. All of that is your fault. We need to start having some accountability for ourselves within the hobby. It's got to start happening. Otherwise, nothing's ever going to change. Ever. It's going to be the constant complaining from both sides. It's not inclusive enough. Look, I'm using that as an example. I don't know how to do too inclusive. I honestly don't. I don't understand that, okay? Oh, it's changed too much, right? I don't understand the whole too inclusive thing, honestly. I understand putting in a token character is a bad thing, and I absolutely agree. Putting in a token character is a bad thing. It's just horrid because it's just ruins any story because the token characters tend to have no personality. That's just from an observational point of view. Okay, I tend to see any character that is a token character is highly stereotyped and literally has no character outside of whatever their tokenism is. Okay, it's just that. But that's just my point of view. You know, usual thing. Leave comments down below. But then again, like I said, if you continue complaining about something and always about the changes and continuing to get upset about buying the things that you know you have changed and you don't like the changes, that's you. And the same on the other side. If you don't like a system or setting or a law that doesn't fit what you want or you don't feel it's correct, go somewhere else. Don't complain about it because it's not what you want. It's not, I don't know. I'm going to just use this as it's not inclusive enough. Go to something that is. This is how it works. This is how it's always worked. But this whole idea that we have to remain some sort of idiot, brand loyal idiot, blind brand loyal sheep to a company because reasons. It'll be destroyed. Then let it die. Let these companies die. If it's not working for you, move on. If the company dies, it dies. You don't get upset about it. It's a company. It's not a person. It's not a real person. It's a company that doesn't care about you. And that once it's died, what usually happens, is what's meant to happen, is another company takes its place, which is going to improve on the previous company, understand the mistakes it made, grow as a company, and do even better. If that company dies because it makes the same mistakes, that's that company's fault. If it succeeds because it learned from the previous mistakes, then it succeeds. And we see other companies copying that pattern rather than the company that died pattern. And this is how we need to start thinking. We need to start taking accountability for ourselves. We need to start realizing that if something we don't like, this is completely down the middle, both sides. If it's not suiting your needs or it's changing what it was to what it was originally to something you don't like, you don't buy it. You just don't buy it. I don't know how hard that is to understand for some people. I honestly don't. I can't get my head wrapped around it. It's like, honestly, I'm trying to work it out. I've never been that person. If a company no longer does what I want, I'm not going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to continue buying this company because I've bought it for years and I like them and they've gone to something I don't like, so I'm going to continue buying them even though I don't like it. I don't understand that, you know? And again, like I said before, there's so many choices within the wargaming, within sci-fi, within all hobbies, that when a company no longer provides what you want, you can change, you can move. It's not going to, you can do that. It's an option. And then you can take accountability for yourself. Say, like, I'm not buying you from you anymore because reasons. This company gives me reasons to buy their stuff because I like what they're doing and they're providing what you don't. I'm going to go there. Okay? And that's it. That's all it is. I've had to ramble on for 10 minutes to just make the same point at least 3 times in this video because I guarantee someone's not going to get it right and it's just stupid. So, just to summarize, If a company doesn't provide what you want from the beginning or changes to something you don't like, move, change, buy something that suits your needs, suits what you want. Do that. It's easy. It's really simple. I am literally right now not advertising Games Workshop models anymore. I am showing you models from other companies so you can see there's options. Anyway, I'm done. Right, that's it. I made my point in 10 minutes. I could have made it in 5. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a lovely day. If you wish to support me, there is links down below. There is my... What is that? Hold on. There is... Raining Games for gaming, wargaming, video games, and other cool stuff with up to 20% off, and free delivery after £20, and a point system with an extra £1 to go with it. It's an extra 1%, I should say. It's for Forbidden Planet for comics, DVDs, mangas, etc. There's my merchandise, links in the description. There's Audible as well, which is cool, which is really cool. And there is a Skyforge, good friend of mine. Let's get him up the Google algorithm, and Patreon, which I have no idea what I want to do with. Goodbye.